I work at a retail store called Rugged Warehouse. I know what you're thinking. Is it really rugged? Let me tell you, it's so rugged. Okay, it's not really that rugged, but we have some. You know what? It's a crap store. Surely that is. But one day I was working the cashier, welcoming people. Hi, welcome to Rugged Warehouse. Lovely, talking to people and such. One day I was working cashier, and this. All right, but first, let me tell you something. This is a sad story. So if you need to, get Kleenex now. I'll wait. I'll wait. You need Kleenex though, because this is going to be sad. Heart-wrenching. It broke my heart. I almost cried in the middle of the store. But I think you need to know. So, take some time, get some Kleenex, and prepare yourself. Alright, got Kleenex? Alright, it all started. Working cashier. And this elderly couple walks in. And I mean, they're old. I'm not saying, oh, they're in their 60s, they're old. I mean, they're in their 80s. He walks with a cane, slowly, and she's got to the point where she shakes. You know, old people tend to do. Shake. Old. And they walk in. He looks over to me. Sir, do you have a wheelchair I could use? And I was like, oh, no, sir, we don't. I can go in the back and get you a chair, and I can set you up wherever you want to be. So I said, yeah. So I went to the back and grabbed him a chair. And so I said, wherever you want to sit, I'll put you there. So I set him up there, and his wife went shopping for him. And I said, this is my manager right here. He's the big, tall, weird-looking guy. If you need any help, just feel free to ask. He'll be glad to help you. So I went back up to the front and started doing my cashiering duties. Sorry, I'm burping there. So, as I'm cashiering, I just keep thinking about these people. My heart just keeps breaking, and I'm just like, these poor people, they're so old, they need help. Should I go help them? And I had one of my associates go and check on them, make sure they're all right, because I couldn't help but worry about them. Quick break. Zoomies. Oh yeah. I can even see you sitting at your computer right now. Zoomies. You should invest in these. These are a good investment. I'm not saying you should. I just said you should. Anyways, back to the store. So they're finished shopping about an hour later, and as they start walking up, she turns to him and says, "You can go back to the car." So he starts making his way to the car, through the door, to the parking lot, slow, and it's sad. And she comes up, and she's shaking, pretty bad actually. And I'm almost at tears. And I saw them they look like they're soulmates and they love each other. I'm just sad. So she comes up to the register. She looks back at him and I go, "Ma'am, I hope you don't mind me asking, but how long have you two been married?" She looks back at him. And right there, I'm just like, oh, don't. Oh. She looks back at him, looks back at me, looks me dead in the eye, and says, "1.5 years." A year and a half. And at that point, I'm like, what? And so I go, "Excuse me? You've been married for 1.5 years?" She goes, yes. See, we're childhood sweethearts. And at that point, I'm like, no, you're not. You've been married as you were like 5 or something. Like, people your age did. She goes, we're childhood sweethearts. But when we grew up, we married other people. Okay, alright, so childhood sweethearts is kind of a bad way to put it. We married other people, and both our spouses died. Alright, this has gotten dark really quickly. Because then we got married 1.5 years ago. I'm like, at this point, you just throw in the towel. Just don't even worry about getting married. But that's that story. I mean, there's not much to it. It was just a shock out of nowhere. Year and a half. Just there's hope for everybody. Even those weird guys out playing Dungeons and Dragons or whatever. There's always hope. You can find someone. You might be 80 or 100 or something, but you might have to kill your spouse. Don't kill your spouse. It's a joke. Just getting that out there. But somebody for everybody. Ah, it's cold. Ugh. Gross.